Hey everybody, GReimer here coming at you once again from the ZAWA server, and check out Wildwood. It's really coming along nicely. Look at all that back there. It's pretty awesome. I'm actually really liking how this is turning out. Hopefully you guys are liking it as well, and if you are, please go down and smash that like button if you are enjoying the series, because we are on episode 67. Whew, that's quite a bit. All right, let's go back over here. Now, we've been doing a lot of work in the aquarium, and I'm going to do one last little thing across this little walkway right here. It's not going to be the aquarium, though. There's this dead space right here. And I got to do some stuff on it. I got to do some work here. Okay, so I kind of mentioned briefly in the last episode that I might actually put like maybe a walrus exhibit in this place. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Alright, so we're going to build a walrus exhibit in today's episode. Hopefully you guys end up enjoying it. I think I have a couple of them saved. If not, I know where to find some. I think. Boy, that'd be really a shame if I don't have any walruses and I don't know where any are. We'll just build a stone one instead. But hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Friday. I'm having a pretty good Friday doing my fun stuff. Is that a tiger butt sticking out of the wall right there? Oh, it was. Now there's a tiger head. There's tiger butts sticking out of that wall. Weird. Alright, so first things first, I gotta outline the exhibit. Now, in between episodes, I did do some resource gathering. You guys are gonna be so proud of me. Proud of me. Check this out. This is incredible. Ready? Alright, so there's backpacks, right? You can name these in a furnace. Or not a furnace, an anvil. Wow. Okay, yeah. Don't put them in a furnace. You don't want to burn your backpack. You can name these in an anvil. The problem is that if you put them down to like sleep in them, it diverts back to traveler's backpack. So like I had it named nets for this one, and it diverted back. So I figured I'll just use this one to sleep whenever I need to, and there'll be no problem. So we got the bad backpack. We got fences and doors. We got glass. I can actually keep things organized. Not only that, but you got seriously, like I said, you're gonna be proud of me. Look at what's in the bat backpack. Organized material. That's right. Let's check out this one right here. More organized material. Glass. There's glass in there. Who'd have thought? I actually took the time to organize my backpacks a little bit. So hopefully I can actually figure this stuff out a little bit faster and easier. Let's go ahead and get this backpack down here because we need to take a power nap here. But first thing is first. Like any exhibit, it's been a while since I've done an exhibit outside. I've been working so much on the aquarium that I feel like I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But yeah, first things first, though, we got to mark out the perimeter of this exhibit. I want a medium-sized exhibit, relatively large here. It needs to block off this waterway right here, and it needs to kind of, and we're going to have a palisade wall look kind of curving around the backside here. I'm going to have to create a ground because that's too steep of a drop-off. This is not exactly... I mean, this looks cool. It's colorful. But that's not exactly what I'm going for a walrus exhibit. I'm looking for a little bit shallower water so people can actually see these things. Little ledge right here. Let's see. This is where the walkway is going to be. So I'm going to have to extend this out a little bit here. I'm trying to brainstorm as I got the camera rolling here. But this is where the walkway's got to go right in front here. Maybe extend this out a little bit. I don't think we need to raise it. I don't know. I don't think we need to raise it. Actually, yeah, we might need to because the walrus could probably jump right there. We might need to raise this up a little bit. There's some squid tentacles sticking out of the wall right there. But yeah, probably raise this up maybe to this elevation where I'm at right now. Maybe continue this over here so that this walkway kind of goes here. Yeah, right here. This is what we're going to do. And then the palisade wall needs to curve around the backside. So let's go to this one I have labeled wood. That way I know what's in all these things. Oh, this one actually, I must have... Oh, did I set this one down? Oh, I did. I set this one down. Oh, this has plants in it too. Maybe I picked this one up actually. What's in the plants backpack then? More plants. Okay, so there's plants and more plants. I just didn't name this one. All right, so yeah, we just need to get to work on the palisade wall. So go into this wood backpack. I collected a bunch more spruce wood. Hopefully that's enough. Let's go ahead and grab like oodles of stacks out of here. And then let's get to work on building that palisade wall. Alright, got the palisade wall put in. It does block a lot of the view of the ocean, and that's fine because I do want to make it feel like this is kind of confined to the zoo. Now there's this opening right here I'm going to have to probably fill in with like bushes or whatnot when I do a little bit of the landscaping around here, because this is not where the patrons of the zoo are supposed to go. But now I have to go ahead and I have to fill in like the ground in here. I put a cobble layer down there just because I mean, after building all of this, I'm actually running a little low on blocks. It's the reason why I made this ground down here hollow as well, underneath the aquarium here, is because I'm running out of blocks. So I do have to go around, clean this up, and maybe actually add this, make this look more like a natural slope here. I'll probably do that in between episodes. It's what I did here too. This was all custom built so that it kind of looks like land instead of a floating disc of cobblestone. But I'll work on that in between episodes. I'm not going to worry about that too much because you're not going to see it while you're inside the zoo anyway. So now I've got to get to work on doing up the ground in here a little bit, as well as carving back this land just a wee bit as well, and building up the front viewing area of this exhibit, because I do want to add land in here where the walruses can just chillax and just kind of sit there on the rocks and look all walrus-like. So I have to add that in here still. But I'm going to work, like I said, on the front part here to try to get where the path is supposed to go, at least kind of established, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I got most of the underwater part here put in place. Just a couple extra blocks to throw in here. This makes it at least look better than just a solid cobble ground right there. It makes it look kind of like an ocean floor-ish a little bit. You know, it is, after all, just a habitat. Now, I do need to build the above-ground section here, which means that I need to actually shape out what I want. I figured I'd do this part live on camera, or at least during the recording, and not just a montage. That's why I left this part of the area completely blank, because I do want to have a large area of this be above water. So I need to shape this out roughly which way I want to put this above water section here, so that people can actually see the walruses laying down instead of just having them be in the water the entire time. I am going to need to grab some more stone. Let's go to the bat backpack. I think I have some in there. Yeah, I do. All right, let's bring that down in the hotbar. And then what we're doing is we're outlining the shoreline. And just like that. All right, so now we just have to bring this down so that makes a little bit more sense. It doesn't have to be like perfectly straight down or not. I'm going to try to, once again, save on resources by making the underground of this hollow. For the most part, in a lot of places anyway. But yeah, this will be at least like the shoreline for the walruses to walk up on and actually get up onto the beach area that I have right here. Now the beach area isn't so much like a sandy beach; it's a stone beach is more what I'm going for. I'm thinking that'll look a lot better. I'm going to break this up a little bit too by adding some other blocks in here as well. I just need to get the shape of this down first. Let's go ahead and actually sprinkle in some gravel into places like this. Like so, and that way I'm going to incorporate this kind of terrain texture leading up onto the actual stone itself as well. I don't want to have it just be pure stone the entire way. Let's throw a piece of cobble in there too. So just add a little bit of block diversity into places so that it's a little bit more interesting than just pure stone. But now that we have the shoreline kind of established, and we can probably, I want to keep the dirt mainly on the seabed down here. I don't really want to put too much dirt. There is going to be some, but very light amount of dirt that's put into the up here. I'm going to be basically sticking to the grays, like cobblestone and andesite. Actually, I could throw in here as well. Let's see. I probably have that. Let's check this out. I can just hover over the backpack and see what's in it. Let's go ahead and put the wood back in here because I probably won't be needing that anymore. I got the palisade wall put in place after all. I'm going to definitely be needing stone and cobble for sure. Let's stack this dirt together. Saving on inventory space. Today has been a very valuable day when it comes to saving on inventory space. Ground blocks. Look at this. No, let's see. I need the bat backpack in because that's where my andesite is. Bat backpack is primarily just like building blocks as far as detailing stuff. So like ground blocks would be just your stone and cobble and gravel. But the detailing blocks like the andesite and granite and stuff like that, that'll all be still in the bat backpack. So let's go ahead and just sprinkle in a piece or two of this here or there. Let's put one right here actually. Now I do have to remember that that the place is hollow, so when I put the gravel in there, it's gonna fall all the way down. But I'll deal with that as needed. Alright, I'm thinking that's probably pretty good for adding a little bit of block diversity. It is primarily going to be just stone after all. Alright, let's get the shape of this down, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably fill this all in with stone, and then I'll just build on top of it. I have plenty of stone, especially back in my little hidey hole underground, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this whole area over with stone real fast, and then get to work on building the top part of it. Okay, now let's get to work on building up this back wall here, because I do want this to be raised up quite a bit, actually. If you remember the otter exhibit, I kind of want to have it something like that. Now, I don't want the walruses necessarily to be able to get up on top of this thing. I just want it to be kind of like a stone wall coming up the back, building up this whole back area, actually, a little bit, so that it's more like a cliff face that they can't scale, but it's something that it can add an extra decoration to this place. Something like this. Yeah. And got it. Alright, something kind of like that. Now let's start bringing it back down. Now, I don't want them to be able to get on top of this, so I gotta be careful so that I don't make it so that they can. Something like this, actually. I just heard, right next to the barking deer exhibit. I was like, I just heard some barking deer. What's up with that? Alright, let's grab some more stone here. I'm just basically getting the general outline and shape of this thing. There. Okay, so they won't be able to get on top of that, that's for sure. More stone. Yeah, something like that. Good. Awesome. Alright, let's see if we can't get something along those lines going on over here as well. Just doing some quick block placement. Now over here, actually, I wouldn't mind it actually kind of tapering off, and it can be the actual palisade wall. This is just the only part that I want to have like kind of jutting out, almost like a little cavern sort of, almost where a cove where they could actually hide in. So I want to cover up all of the back wall so that you can't see the palisade look at all. Something like this actually isn't too bad. Now they can't get up here actually, so that works out pretty good. Works out really good actually. Let's knock that one. Let me get that. There we go. I just want to get that block. Waste not, you know. Alright, so there we go. That's looking pretty good. Now, I don't see a way that the walruses could actually get up there, but we are going to have to extend this out a little bit this way, too, so that this area kind of comes up out of the water a little bit. Let's fill this in roughly really fast. Click, 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 you know, get that all filled in. Now we could also incorporate some water in this area as well, so that it looks like this is kind of like the water, the waves have washed up on top of it, and it's sort of everything's basically really wet. After all, the walruses live in water. I think they live mainly in like cold climates too, so making this look like stone kind of works. Let me actually pop up here real fast and knock this one out. Let's see, what does that look like? I kind of like that better. All right, let's put that back so that they can't climb up there. And let's fill this in too. Kind of like that. Awesome. Okay, I'm liking that. Yeah. And then this can actually jut out just a wee bit too. Like so. Alright, yeah. I think that's fine. Hopefully the walruses don't like suffocate on this or something like that. I know they're kind of weird because I saw them suffocating in blocks where I caught them. That was many episodes ago though, so maybe they've learned since then. Alright, and then right here I'm going to build it up just a little bit more to give it a little bit more texture to the ground. This part I might actually leave a little flat. There we go. Maybe connect these two areas like that. Yeah. Yeah, that works out pretty good. Now, I don't really need to do too many like bushes or anything. In fact, I don't really think I need to do any in this one. This is going to be very interesting because this is going to be a lot of stone, and now we have to try to mix this up so that it's a little bit more diverse than just regular stone. So like if I added like a andesite vein in the back wall here, something like that, that might make it look a little bit better in a couple places actually. Like so. Yeah, that looks. Let's actually bring that out one. Yeah, like that. That works out pretty good. And then we just sprinkle in a little bit other textures, like some gravel in places like that. I like how I misclicked that, but it still fell in place. Go gravity. Yeah, let's just go ahead and sprinkle in a little bit more of this gravel, and then maybe I'm gonna have to get fancy with the cobblestone to really make this kind of work. I think. And like I said, I do want to incorporate a little bit of dirt up here, not much. Gonna go real gentle on that. But let me poke in a couple of blocks here. Now that we got the shape, this is actually the general shape of what I'm going for the exhibit. There's a lot of water, which is kind of fine. I do have to think about. Actually, hold on one second. I see something, and I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight unless I fix it. I do need to think about like how I'm going to get this. How I'm going to get the snowy kind of look in this. I could actually move snow into this, or maybe ice. Probably ice. Packed ice. I'm thinking packed ice. All right, I'm going to add some block diversity into the stone here, and let's see what we come up with. Okay, so I had a crazy idea as I was working on this. All right, so I added in a bunch of different gray colors into this to kind of make it look a little bit more like a little natural landscape. And I was adding in the dirt, the regular dirt. And I got to thinking, wouldn't it be great if there was actually a little patches of grass in here? Not much, just like little things you could actually get a little different color of green in here. You know, because it's pretty, like, and I was going to mix in some coarse dirt because it's pretty gray. Like, it's a very gray, I mean, I can make a stone beach without it being completely stone. So I thought maybe I should probably just sprinkle in just a little bit of green. Not much, like I said, just little hints of it like that. Like right there, I can put some tall grass on or something, you know, little sparse little patches. Really sporadic. And then, like I said, incorporating in some more of this brown in here as well to kind of make it look not super lively, you know. I could also add, I should actually add mossy stone into this. Actually, I didn't even think about that. But see, that actually might be enough right there. Maybe a small patch of it right here in the front as well. Something like this, like that. Let's put like another grass block right there. All right, so yeah, like I said, nothing too overpowering with the grass. Actually, no one. Come to think about it, let me put temporary block here. Obviously, they can definitely get on there. Let's go ahead and add some grass up here on top of this thing, so it almost looks like it's overgrown. I'll be able to put some like tall grass bone meal this stuff and make it look like there's actually like foliage and stuff up here, which I could actually put a little bit of vine action, or as far as like leaf blocks and stuff up here. That might work. I don't know about that actually. Maybe I'll just limit myself. Hold on, let's I think in here, yeah, I got some bone meal with me. Check this out. Bam, let's get rid of the flower. Let's get some taller grass put up here. Yeet, over here. Like so. Now let's see how this looks from down below. Actually, better yet, let's see how this looks. My inventory is a mess, people. Yeet. Let's see how this looks over here. Oh, yeah. See, okay, I'm liking that. Oh, I left a little endermite. Got him. Look at that. I think that looks a lot better. I really do think the grass on top of this looks way better than just a plain old gray ugliness. So, all right, we can go ahead and bone meal up this stuff too. I don't actually need to do every one. And I can just kind of do something like this. I think will look pretty good. Yeah, all right. Let's eat this over here again real fast and see how this looks. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right, this looks a lot better than what I initially planned. I like the subtlety in the grass too. I think that adds a nice little touch. It's not overpowering. This isn't a plains. This isn't on this Silverstone Beach. I do have to remove this, however. I was going to incorporate more cobble into like this wall here, so I kind of want to go ahead and do that before I forget completely, so that I can get a little bit more, yeah, okay, we'll get a little bit more block diversity in here. Actually, you know where I'm going to really incorporate this? Let's put this bad boy down because I'm going to be needing it here shortly. What we are going to need is some of, let's grab a whole bunch of this. We're going to need some of these, a couple more of those, and then a few of these guys. And then, yeah, let's stop with that. All right, so I can actually place these things kind of in certain positions to make this look kind of interesting. Something along, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Something along the lines of this. Make it look kind of a little bit more like an interesting rock structure rather than just pure solid blocks. In fact, just something like that I'm thinking already makes it look leaps and bounds better. Hey, got it. If I put like a slab right here, that's still a block and a half. I don't think walruses can jump very high, so I'm going to probably leave it like that. Let's go ahead and smooth out some of this terrain a little bit with the slabs. Nothing too fancy, really. Let's remove that here. I don't want, like I said, I'm trying not to go overboard with this stuff. Just a little fine detailing. Already, I think that looks way better. Now, let's incorporate in a little bit more of these guys, the stairs themselves, and I'm going to actually put these kind of in the ground like this in a couple spots. Nothing too much though. Right here, and then let's remove this and put that there. Like it good. One right here. I almost jumped in. There we go. Got it. Now, like I said, I did want to incorporate a little bit of water in some of these areas. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just knock out some spots and put some water in. I think that might look pretty good. Nothing too great here. Now, this actually needs to be plugged up from below like that, and then I can put water in there. Don't want the walrus falling in there, you know. And then maybe one more like right here. Yes, just like that. Yeah, I think that's all I really need to do. Really need to add into this. Maybe one more. Let's do one more right here. Perfect. All right, so I think that's just about it. The last thing to do, and I need the bat backpack for this. Where is it? These guys need some buttons. Oh, did you see that? I had some stairs right here. Whoops. I could have probably just used those. And some slabs. I didn't need to make any more. Wow, okay. Oh, I also wanted to add a few mossy blocks in here. I have a few on me right now. Can always make more. But let's go ahead and maybe sprinkle this in certain places, just to kind of, especially around the water's edge itself, just to kind of give that effect like it's damp, you know. Something like this. Yep. All right. Yeah, good. Already, I'm liking this quite a bit. Now, there is a little bit of water right here, so we could always just kind of drop one in here, too. It would make sense since the water's there, and maybe along this back wall here, we'll throw one as well. Kind of make this place, yeah, this is looking good. I'm liking this a lot. Let's get the bat backpack out again, and let's throw the bone meal in here for right now because I don't really need it. Put those up in there. Let's grab some of these things that I have in there because I do want to do a little bit of jazzing up to this. That's not very good. A little bit of, like I said, a little bit of jazz into this place here because I don't really like it too much. That should be fine. All right, and then we just need some more of these slabs in various places. Let's see, yeah, it'll be a block and a half, so they can't really jump up there. And then we're gonna add some of the buttons in places as well. Just make it look like there's pebbles all over the place. Really kind of makes it look like a good stony feel. And some of them can actually be up here. And maybe down in front. Something like this. Good, awesome. All right, so let's take a big step back. Let's get the backpack out here. Throw some of these blocks in here. And now I had this all nice and organized. Totally messing it up now. It's okay. It was bound to happen. It really only was a temporary thing anyway. All right, so let's take a peek at this and see what we got going on. Oh yeah. Okay, so now the next thing I need to do is I need to add the ice. I'm going to try to get some packed ice to add in here and probably sprinkle that in amongst the stone and maybe a little bit along the sides here to kind of make it seem frozen. I don't really know if I want to go gung-ho with the snow. I think just having it be like a frozen beach, you don't really need snow there right now, especially since in this biome you wouldn't really have snow. So I'm just going to worry about putting ice in there. But first I have to go get some packed ice because I actually don't know if I have any of that. I have to go look. Okay, so fun story. I don't actually have any ice, so I have to go collect some of this stuff, and I think there's some to the north here. There's actually like an area where there's a bunch of this stuff. So I'm gonna go travel to the north and collect up a bunch of ice. I think there's a glacier I'm gonna go harvest up. I think I can make packed ice out of that, you know, just regular ice, collect a bunch of it, craft it into packed ice. I do have, however, if I go in here, I have some hardened ice, which is kind of nifty. I have about a stack of, yeah, there's the glacier, look at that, perfect. So I'm going to try to incorporate that in with this stuff if I can actually collect it. I don't think there's any poor penguins that are going to be missing out on their home here. But, you know, if they are, there's other biomes. Oh, there's hardened ice underneath this too. Look at that, perfect. Yeah, ice. Okay, so I'm going to collect a bunch of this, make it into packed ice. Maybe I'll keep some ice also in addition. But then I'm going to head back to the Walrus exhibit and start incorporating the ice into it then. Okay, we're back here at the Walrus exhibit. Fun story for you guys. This version of Minecraft that we're playing is 1.12.2, okay? Which means you can't actually craft packed ice, you have to find it and mine it with Silk Touch. I have no idea where there's a ice spikes biome, and I don't have a biome finder to actually be able to locate that. There is one in the pack, I did look it up. I don't have all this stuff. I don't have all this stuff. Okay, like you have to find the ore in every single biome. I don't have that stuff, and it's gonna take me hours and hours and hours to find. So I'm gonna have to improvise, basically, is what I'm saying here. I went ahead and collected some snow. I got another stack of hardened ice. I got some stuff. All right, I got some things that I can do to try to make this look kind of cool. All right, so I do want to incorporate the hardened ice in with like a big portion of this build here to make it look kind of frozen over a little bit, something along the lines of like this, you know, just in places here or there. Really make this place kind of look like it's pretty chilly, you know. And on top of here, I wouldn't mind replacing some of these blocks with like the snow blocks, so that there's still gonna be some grass growing up there and stuff like that. But it is supposed to look like a cold beach, you know. That's the idea. So I do want to kind of sprinkle in a few of these things in places like so, and that should give it a little bit chillier feel to it. So the walruses here are nice and comfy. Speaking of the walruses, I think I'm gonna put 3 in here. I gotta see if I even have them, but if not, I'm gonna go try to find them. So if you guys can get your thinking caps on and come up with names for 3 different walruses, that'd be much appreciated, because otherwise they're gonna be called Walter, Wally, and Wallace. That's it. That's all I got. All right, so now I do want to incorporate, like I said, some ice into this and really make it look more like icy, you know. So I do have some ice here. Now I need a test run. Let's just set that there and leave it there for a little bit, because I want to see if that thing melts or not. I don't know if it does in this biome. It's a shield biome, or actually technically this is a coral reef biome that I'm in right now. I'm a little bit outside the shield biome. I'm already expanding. I was trying to keep the zoo within the confines of the shield biome. I'm already breaking that rule. All right, that doesn't look like it's melting right now, but it might a little bit later. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to replace some of the stuff with like snow, like that, just to kind of give it a colder look. Can I, there we go, got it, because I have an elytra on, I can do that. Let's do something like this and replace that with snow there. I could go, actually I don't know if I can. Can I make snow layers? No, I can't. I think that's how you make it. Let me just double check, because if I can make snow layers, yeah, I can. It's 3 of them, not 2 of them. Nifty. Where's this thing? Right here. Let's put that down. This thing still hasn't melted yet. Let's go ahead and just make a few of these things. Hey, look at that, new recipe unlocked. See if I can do this jump again. Pro. Yeah, okay, I can actually stack this up. So this could end up looking really good up here. I need to make more snow layers. I also need to power nap so that things don't come and blow up my face. All right, let me do some work here with adding the ice, and we'll see what we end up with. Oh, okay, I did place the right one. Whoa, I was like, not sure if I just ruined another name on this thing. But I'll place the snow and the ice in here, and then let's see what we got. It should be the final product for this area, I'm thinking. All right, there it is. What do you guys think? Added the ice to it, added a little bit of foliage to it. I didn't want to go too overboard with that because it was looking a little too blah. I think the greens mixed in with the whites and grays really added a nice little touch to this place to make it look very natural. Okay, this looks like a stone frozen beach, you know. It's kind of what I was going for. I got these icicle things, like ice shards sticking up over here, and I also added a little bit of snowy ice area over here that the walruses could even climb up on and get pretty close to the people. So this gives them plenty of room to wander around in. The last thing to do is just to add the steel bars in front to make sure that nobody falls in. And then, of course, we need to do the path in front as well. But I think I'll work on the path in between episodes because you've seen me do pathing a lot in this series. And I'll just kind of squeeze this in right here. I'll probably extend it right off of this thing right here. And I might even put like a barrier right here. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. But I also have to add the grass over here. There's a lot of terraforming I need to do. But first off, before I do anything, I'm going to take a snooze because creepers exist in Minecraft, and I really don't want them blowing this place up. All right, so like I said, I'm going to put I'm thinking three walruses in here. Walruses? I think that's a plural. It's not walry, right? Yeah, 3 walruses in here. So I need 3 walrus names, if you guys don't mind. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. So if you guys did enjoy it, please go down and smash that like button. And thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode. I will be back next week with more ZAWA for your eyeballs to enjoy. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and bye-bye.